In a world where faith defined identity, the Catholic Church wielded power not just over souls, but over nations. Through papal decrees and inquisitions, it orchestrated the branding of Moors, dark, swarthy Jews and Muslims, as outsiders, heretics, and eventually, as Negroes. This was not merely about faith, but control. For centuries, Moors thrived in Europe, renowned as scholars, architects, and nobles. They were Jews, Muslims, and even Christians by faith, yet they shared a common ancestry linked to the Afro-Asiatic Hebrew lineage. They were neighbors, rulers, and kin to many who called Europe home. But as Christendom expanded, the Church's grip tightened, branding them as enemies of the faith. The Spanish Inquisition marked the beginning of a great exile. In 1492, the fall of Granada signaled the end of Muslim rule in Spain. Forced conversions, expulsions, and confiscation of lands followed. Swarthy Jews and Muslims were branded as heretics, their heritage erased, their titles stripped. This was the first step in the reclassification of a people. Seeking refuge, Moors fled to the New World. They were among the earliest settlers, carrying with them their rich cultural heritage and faith. In the Americas, they found kinship among the copper-colored natives, recognized as their brethren Hebrews. They intermarried, shared traditions, and built communities. The loss of the 30 Years' War, 80 Years' War, and the 7 Years' War shifted the balance of power in Europe. For the Moors, defeat meant exile. Lands were confiscated, titles stripped, and identities rebranded. Colonial power solidified their control through laws that redefined identity. The 1740 South Carolina Negro Act restricted the movements and education of Moors, Indians, and other dark-complexioned peoples. The 1790 Naturalization Act barred Moors, Jews, Muslims, Turks, and indigenous peoples from citizenship. This was the birth of the color line, black and white, a construct that would change history. Race was a construct born from conquest, colonization, and control. It reclassified Moors, indigenous peoples, and their descendants as Negroes or blacks, erasing their identities, histories, and titles. Their lands were seized, their stories rewritten. Today, descendants of Moors and copper-colored natives are reclaiming their narratives, unearthing truths long buried under constructs of race. By piecing together genealogy and history, they are restoring their identity and legacy. The branding of black and white was a construct that changed history, but the truth endures. It's time to break free from the lies and reclaim the identities that were stolen. The journey of rediscovery begins with you.